Welcome to the open elective session on business organization. The topic discussed is about corporate social responsibility of business in India. Let's get started to understand the meaning and background of social responsibility. Social responsibility is an ethical framework that suggests that a business entity, be it an organization or individual, has an obligation or duty to act for the benefit of society at large. Therefore, corporate social responsibility is an expression of showing the company's concern and commitment towards society's sustainability and development. It is the ethical behavior of a company towards society at large. Let's understand the definition of CSR. Corporate social responsibility is defined by World Business Council for Sustainable Development. It is the continuing commitment of business to behave ethically and contribute to economic development while improving the quality of life, workforce, and their family, as well as of the local community and society at large. Therefore, it is responsible for every company to express their ethical behavior. Another popular definition given by Kuhns and O'Donnell. It is the personal obligation of everyone as he or she acts for his own interests to assure that the rights and legitimate interests of all others are not impugned. So it is essential to express ethical behavior. Let's understand the statutory provisions regarding social responsibility of business. To replace Companies Act 1956, Indian Parliament on August 2013 introduced a new act for company, that is Companies Act 2013. A huge impact of this new act was observed, which affected the formation of the company, its administration and governance. Imposition of CSR obligations upon Indian companies and foreign companies operating in India was one of the most significant changes which were initiated by this new act, which was implemented on April 1st, 2014. These obligations were imposed in the form of a compulsory fund, which must be contributed by the companies in order to help dealing with social or society issues. Earlier, companies were having permission to make donations or charity, but within a limit. Whereas now, under Companies Act 2013, this charitable contribution acts as a self-administered tax. Let's discuss about few CSR initiatives in India. Companies which take CSR activities seriously, such as Mahindra and Mahindra Group, they have conducted a Street Smart Road Safety Awareness Drive, which is a part of their activity. Girl child education, distribution of free uniforms, bags, and books, computer education program for both adults and children, talent and programs, career counseling, CSR activities of ITC Limited. They focus on empowering the differently abled group of people. ITC gives fair chance to the differently abled persons to earn a livelihood. ITC have employed more than 100 differently abled persons to jobs like housekeeping, teleworking, bakery, and also as musicians. The company provides these people with special training and equipments to deal with their day-to-day work. ITC have been awarded to their hotels for their outstanding work, which is called a Helen Keller Award. Examples of Tata Group: 10 to 12% of profit is set aside for CSR, which is worth 1,000 crores. One of the highest sum of Indian enterprise have invested in CSR. Specific rules for training and employment of local women at all facilities. Technical apprenticeship program for young members. Cooperation with society and social sector. Sports center is established at Jamshedpur, hospital in Mumbai. These are the few companies examples which we have discussed. Let's now understand the features of social responsibility of business. It is multifaceted approach. It affirmative concept, additional activity, secures interest of all stakeholders, positive approach incorporates legal commitment with moral commitment, complementary with principle of maximizing shareholders' profit. So let me explain these in detail for you. The first is, it is multifaceted approach. CSR involves issues related to society, economy, and environment. Activities involving CS are also affected by the changes in the market. So therefore, it is multifaceted approach. Affirmative concept. CS is not an additional activity for any company. CSR activities cannot be separated from the business activities. It secures the interest of all stakeholders, which includes employees, shareholders, society at large. Shareholders have also power to directly influence the company's activities. Positive approach. As CSR include responsibility, which can be both be understood as positive and few negative responses too. As CSR is considered as obligation on the part of companies, they will not take it seriously. Whereas few companies come forward with great initiative and encourages participation in society. Incorporates legal commitment with moral commitment. Legal commitment means using laws to confirm the actions of the companies. This commitment is required to maintain minimum moral standards in society. It involves a combination of both legal and moral commitment. It is complementary with principles of maximizing shareholders' profit. Means that company's primary goal should be to maximize the profit of the shareholders, but also to contribute to the greater benefit of the society. Let's move on to understand the role of business towards society. It is their primary role to produce and supply quality goods and services. They have to contribute to the overall general welfare of the society. Social and psychological satisfaction of employees to be considered. Well-being of socially and economically backward people is important. Adoption of fair trade practices. The society awaits quality products and services from business. Practices such as overcharging, black marketing are considered to be as unacceptable. So hence companies should sell products at fair price. Contribution to overall welfare of the society. This can be done by many ways, including building hospitals, education centers, medical amenity centers, managing schools or adoption of a village, maintenance of public park, and so on. Economic well-being of employees. Every business must pay attention to its employee satisfaction and well-being of both the employee and his family. They have to be given all medical, non-medical assistance and retirement or post-service provisions such as public provident fund, pension scheme, and several benefits. Social and psychological satisfaction of an employee is important. They have to be continuously motivated to take up upgradation of skills and other programs. So, what is the role of business towards society? It is economic well-being of the employees, development of human resource. They have to give excellent training programs for an individual to grow and also to register in new courses to develop their skills and contribute towards the company. It is necessary to create employment opportunities for the youngsters, which will be a great contribution towards society. What are the other social responsibility towards different groups? Companies are responsible towards the shareholders or owners. They are responsible towards employees, responsibility towards consumers, responsibility towards government, and responsibility towards community. Let's discuss each of them. First responsibility is towards the management is responsible for protecting the rights of the shareholders, especially with regard to return on investment, reasonable dividend, accurate and correct information to be given, and protection of assets of the company, which safeguards the shareholders' interest. Responsibility towards workers or employees, that is payment of regular and fair wages, providing good working conditions, providing adequate service benefits, extension of services in case of good employees, and provision of all kind of facilities to recognize employees' rights, and the company should provide opportunities for individual growth. Responsibilities towards customers. A company stands with its head held high because of a large number of satisfied customers. The company gets profits by sale of its goods and services. For being satisfied, a customer needs the best possible quality products and services at the best price or the most possible price. The company needs to identify and satisfy the customers, be courteous in their services, give them the right information in precise manner, and follow all fair trade practices. Responsibilities towards suppliers. Being transparent in payment mechanism, companies should have a good reputation with their suppliers on fair terms and conditions, paying the agreed amount within the agreed period of time, keeping the suppliers informed about future plans, it is essential. So the company is responsible even towards the government to obey the law of the country, to pay all the taxes, to keep away from all illegal practices and conform to the trade standards set by the government. It is necessary for the company to be responsible to the community, such as improving the local environment, providing employment opportunities, efficient use of natural resources, exhibiting ethical behavior. Now, CSR has got both advantages and disadvantages. There are few arguments for CSR and few against CSR. Arguments for CSR is it is up to the mark of public expectation. The most important argument in favor of CSR is that related to the foundation structure called business. Business survive and prosper because of society at large. Hence, it is necessary for the company to keep up to the public expectation. It helps companies to have an improved financial performance. They are having ethical obligations. It helps a company to have a better brand image and reputation. They create a better environment for future. They reduce regulatory oversight and government control. It is their ability to attract and retain talented employees. And overall stockholders, shareholders' interests are kept positive, and it becomes easier access to capital or resources. It helps companies to manage their risk effectively. Arguments against CSR are violation of profit maximization, dilution of purpose, cost, too much power, lack of skills, lack of accountability, and lack of broad public support. Ultimately, society bears the cost. Majority of the corporations are profit-centric and are not likely to bear the cost of fulfilling CSR. Managers lack social work skills. Business managers are masters of their craft, but they are not having sufficient knowledge about society and how to work along with society. Businesses have enough power, money power, which the business have is in abundance, influence every segment of life. Social overhead cost. Few more arguments against CSR is, as CSR is directly connected to social welfare, every group in the society has some more or less stake in it. Business that delivers social welfare, government which delivers and regulates social welfare. And the point is that there are innumerable differences of opinion, intergroup and intragroup, and so on. These differences could easily escalate into dispute and friction, which may prove counterproductive to fulfilling CSR. Hence, in this session, we have discussed about corporate social responsibility, introduction, meaning, definition, with few examples of CSR initiatives in India.